Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. I want to discuss on a marriage issue. I, for a very long time, we see a lot of marriages collapsing, not because the love is not there, but I feel sometimes when that gap is involved, some little things, rather some big things happen in between those times. Two, being sincere in marriage. A lot of couples today are not sincere, either from the men or from the women. They are not sincere. The man will lie just to be with his girlfriend outside, leaving the wife and the kids at home. And the other time, the woman also feel, okay, is this not a normal thing for us to do? Let's also go out and do the same thing. For me, it is very, very wrong. That's why you see a lot of couples today, they train, or rather, you see a lot of men today, they train those kids that are never theirs. Yes, for 20 or 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they are not aware that they are training somebody else's child. The problem of DNA. But before this DNA, I won't put the blame on the fact that the man was never sincere. Oh, that was the reason I went out to go and sleep with someone else. A sports child is a sport child. When a woman is sport, she's sport. Some of them don't even know that even before saying yes to such man, they are pregnant already. Just imagine a lady saying yes to a man today. They go to bed, make some love, have fun together, and a day before, a week before, something else took place. And when the woman said, I'm pregnant, nobody cares to know if it's one day, if it's 1 week, if it's 2 weeks, if it's 3 weeks, if it's 1 month, so that I can say, no, this relationship is just about 2 weeks ago. How come you are 1 month pregnant? Nobody cares about it. All we care is, oh, my girl, my wife is pregnant. Truthfulness in marriage, how can we cure it? Is an answer for everybody, not just for myself, not just you that is watching now, but for everybody. We have sisters at home, we have wives. Just imagine those things you feel you can do to your sister, don't also do it to your wife. Yet, you pay the bride price. There was a trust, there was this confidence you were having, and he said, I want to pay my wife's bride price. And choosing such woman, why after your wedding, as a man, you try to flick, you try to play game? Because every game of a DNA comes to both parties. Where were you? Yes, the men are busy. That is the first part. We are very, very busy. But it doesn't give a yardstick for any woman to go out. Two, how is it possible that the 3 kids, the 4 kids you train to those ages I mentioned before, to from 1 to 30, 40 years, you were never aware that they're not your kids? How is it possible? As a man, talking to the men, how is it possible that all these years there was never a time you had some issues and you visited the hospital, you needed blood samples from these, or you needed to assist your kids for blood samples, or you just want to check for May's sake? There was never a time within 1 to 40 years. And at your old age, from 60, 65, 70, 80, 90, it becomes a problem when the word comes to you that, oh, you are betraying this case, not yours. For the women, which answer are you going to give yourself? Should we put the blame on one particular side? Yes, I. It's a very serious question, and just imagine telling a man I love you, telling a man I love you, which is a very big word, accepting to a man that you never loved. Let's think, ladies, accepting a man that you never loved. Mm. Being in a man's house you claim you love and having kids for someone else. How do you guys cope? How do you really cope? Because this is a general question we all need to answer. We all need to answer. It has caused a lot of damages. It has caused a lot of damages. Please, let's answer this. Sorry, I'm using English because it's a general thing. I want everybody else to understand, most especially my friends outside the country. I have a lot of them there, and I want them to understand this, that marriages today is between threat. It all involves threat. No man today you will tell, bring your children for DNA, and he can hit the chest to say, these are my kids. No man. Every man goes there with tension. Oh, what's going to happen next? What's the package? What's the problem? And at the end, the result comes out some positive, some negative. But how many human on earth can hit their chest to say, this test, I got the result already? No one. None of them. Just feel but by luck. Let us be wise. Let us be wise. If you don't love a man, quit. If you don't love a woman, quit. Let me bring a very short story of a young boy. The story is everywhere now in Asaba. Who has a very beautiful wife. She's the guy is a comedian. Very beautiful wife, and going out with different ladies. Unfortunately, he got one. Allegedly, she said she's a virgin, and they had some one's visit, and something led to another. As we speak, the girl is no more. Everybody is working with their saying different stories. Maybe the guy might go to prison, maybe not. Maybe the family might compromise, maybe not. But the stigma from the man's wife at home with 3 beautiful, if not 4, kids at home. How do you feel? How would that woman introduce the husband publicly now? My husband is this. Oh, people will laugh at her. Is it not that same man who did this some time ago? It's a stigma to the wife, but sometimes it's not a stigma to the man, because there's this is a normal thing to some useless men. Let me use that word, I'm sorry. But to some useless men, the family will be very, very embarrassed to see their son on a national TV or social media platform just because of a one night stand. Yes, just because of a one night stand, and it's very disgraceful, as some people feel it's a normal thing to do. It's normal. You understand? This whole entire program, yes, is of DNA today, marriage and DNA issue. How do we deal with it? Marriage and DNA issue. How do we deal with it? It has cost a lot of family. A lot today who still feel, no, that thing has happened to the other family is not mine. Go and do your test. Yes, very important. Go and run your test, and you also find out that if the one you are training at home is yours, Some mistake has taken place at the hospital as well. Some, yes. You see some small hospital today, you have about 8 women giving birth same day. And in the process of arranging kids, these things can still happen. Yes, it can still happen. That's why you see a man having from 1 to 3 children. The fourth might not be his child, is our child, and the fifth becomes the person's child. How come? Oh, this woman is this woman is this. Sometimes those mistakes took place from these reckless nurses. Yes, from these reckless nurses, because he went to a ward, a theater, after giving birth. You take a particular baby, clean the baby up, and place it beside the mom. But some of them know they want to do their own. Reckless nurses and doctors. So this is a very big mistake to hold, and I wish we watch this video, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you understand why we all need to follow the footsteps, watch over our kids, watch our family, take care of our family, parents, especially men. No amount of work. Don't neglect your family. Women, if you don't love a man, don't say yes. It is more better you say no for a heartbreak than say yes and the heart will still break apart. Thank you, everybody. Please share, subscribe, comment, please, and please.